Good evening, Twitch. I should now be coming at you on both channels. I can turn this up a little bit because a little bit quiet there. Bit more, there we go. That looks good. Yeah, let's stick with that. Okay, and I need to do the other things. I need to get my chatty loaded up so that I can see people talking to me. And I need to remove this background. What is this background? On this day in 1930, the first ever Twinkie was baked. And if you are not American and you don't know what Twinkies are, then you should find out, because Twinkies are awesome. And I love Twinkies, and you can't get them in America. We're going to do this. We're going to open this one up here, and we're going to go to the dashboard. And we're going to drag that over into here like this. And yeah, so it's been a long weekend. And I didn't do any coding. Actually, no, I did do some coding over the weekend. I'm with my son. I am making a remake of Club Penguin Island in Unity, and he draws the graphics with felt tip pens, and we scan them in on the scanner, and then we drag them into Unity and we make them move around. And we were working on the card jitsu game where it's basically rock paper scissors, but it's like rock paper scissors meets top trumps. So you have cards, and there are fire cards and ice cards and water cards, and fire melts ice, ice freezes water, water extinguishes fire. But you also have numbers on the cards, and so if you both put down a fire card, then it's whoever's got the highest number. So it's a mixture of top trumps and rock paper scissors, which is a really fun little coding exercise to do. Yeah, it's great. Going to be publishing that onto the website soon, once it's working properly. But here, on Thursday, I started a new project, which was the overlay for my Twitch stream. So my Twitch lets you kind of overlay all sorts of things, or OBS Studio rather lets you overlay all sorts of things on your screen, including browser pages. And so the idea was make a Blazor app and have a sort of overlay page, which is a Blazor app, and then through the app be able to say, show a graphic on this. It's much easier if I just show you actually. So let's, we'll drag this down onto here like this, and we'll do little mark, because everybody likes little mark better than big mark. And then if I run this, then that opens the dashboard up, which looks like this. And then if I turn the overlay on like this, and I hit refresh, and then I click Perry appears, and that's just overlaid on my Twitch stream. And then I can turn it off again. And then the next thing was this upload new image thing here. So that was what I was working on. So let's see if I can get the upload new image thing working. And no, hang on, let's not do that right now, because what I wanted to do was a couple of things. Hello to everybody. Hello Bert and Dino Evol and Horcrux and Ninja Panda DK. Is that Ninja Panda DK as in you're from Denmark, or a different DK thing? So yes, anyway, we're doing that. Now this is a web application, it's just running on my machine and it's localhost, and the idea is that this could be packaged up as a sort of single file executable and just shipped, and then people could run it and it would open a browser, and it would display an interface through the browser that would have all the buttons for sound effects and all that sort of thing. But then the other thing, where's the Stream Elements bot gone? Hello. But you should be able to trigger it from chat. So you should be able to do bang and then Perry, or bang where's Perry, and then Perry would appear on the screen. And it would make up things to do with that. And also I want to have it so you can create endpoints. So it has endpoints for images and sounds and things, which I can then link up to the Stream Deck. So I'm going to do the Stream Deck thing right now. So this is my application here. I'm going to stop this and I'm going to turn the overlay off. And then I'm going to endpoints.map get. So yeah, I'm using the lightweight API. I haven't got any controllers in here. I'm using ASP.NET Core's very lightweight API. And at some point, probably when .NET 6 Preview 3 lands, because it's still a bit shaky at the moment, but there's a thing, project called Feather HTTP, which is coming in .NET 6, which really ramps up what you can do with the endpoints.map get, map this, that, and the other. And so when 3 or 4, whichever version of .NET 6 Preview lands that's got sort of the good Feather HTTP support, then I will upgrade to that. But for now, we're just going to have show slash image, and then this is going to be async context. So we're just going to stick this in here for a minute. So what I did here, so this endpoint here, this is just a static class, which is over here. So I think what I might do is I might say public static class show endpoint. So these are like little mini controllers. But they're static, and then this is going to have a public static async task show HTTP context, and then in my startup.cs I can just map. So instead of this, it will just be show endpoint.show. And then in here, we can get services from the context. We can't get things injected because this is a static class. And it would potentially be easier to create controllers right at this moment, but because I know this Feather HTTP thing's coming, I'm gonna stick with this way of doing it, and then it should be possible to decorate this with attributes and stuff that will enable us to inject things. But we'll just, for now, we'll say control bus equals context.request services.get required service control bus, and then we can say var image equals context.request.root values, no, 3CW if not dot try get value image. That should be impossible, but we'll do context.response.status code equals 404 and return like that. And now I need to find this image. So the image endpoint here, where's my control bus gone? So this is how things communicate. So we've got display image, which has got a path and a style. So where's my dashboard page? Pages, dashboard.razor, on click, Perry click, display image. So that needs to be that. Right. This is on GitHub. Where did I put it on GitHub? Overblaze. So yeah, there you go. That's in Rendell Labs. Okay, this is only going to work for Perry to start off with. So I'm going to leave that in there. And then we're going to say and then we can say control bus dot add async command, and we can await that. And then we can say context.response.status code equals 200. Okay, good, 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 good. So now, in theory, if I run this, so there's my dashboard. And I'm going to show this up again and refresh it. And so I can click Perry, and there's Perry, and I can click him again and make him go away. But if I go to localhost 5001/show/Perry, this page isn't working. Let's refresh that. Why is that not working? That's super weird. /show/image. Okay. So back in here. All right, maybe it's because it hit it once and it didn't do the thing properly. So control bus is doing this. Does pressing button work 3 times? I don't know. That's a very good point. Let's refresh this. It's not working at all now. Okay. So we are just going to say context.response.write async. Okay. Right. So running, run. Turn it on here and refresh. So I click Perry. So that works, and it does work if I do it 3 times. And then if I go to localhost 5001, show Perry, and that made it turn up. And now it's getting out of sync with that stuff there. All right, good. So let's this is going over to here. So where's my overlay? Here's my overlay page. I'm going to change it so it's just display image, and we'll probably change this now to toggle image. So we'll say if var existing equals underscore images dot first or default I to I dot path equals image dot path. And then we'll say if existing is not null, underscore images dot remove existing, else do that. And I'm going to change the name of this to toggle image, just to make that completely clear. And then I'm going to take this out. So the overlay page itself is going to be responsible for working out whether the image is displayed or not. So let's rename this to toggle image. And then on the dashboard, we're just going to change this like that and like that. So that's just going to toggle the image like that. And the same thing there. Excellent. Okay, so this is good. So let's run this. Let's stop it and run it again because it was already running. .NET Watch apparently is going to improve in .NET 6 as well. So it will actually do the right things. So let's go to localhost 5001/show Perry, and there Perry appears. And then if I click refresh, it toggles off. Yeah, that is awesome. Okay, go away, Perry, because now what we can do is we can pull up Stream Deck here, which just about fits on the page, just about fits on the screen. Oh right, it's drag and drop. So we've got Twitter, we can tweet, Stream Elements, OBS Live, Voice Mod, I don't have that. So we've got open and we've got website, and I think if I put website on here, and it's going to be Perry, and the URL is going to be https://localhost:5001/show/Perry, and then I'll just do get request in background. And now I'm going to press the Perry button. There you go. I now have a button on my Stream Deck that says Perry that does this. That is super cool. I'm really happy with that. Yeah. All right. So, Perry. All right. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. So let's think about IRC. Can I get IRC working? Search for an IRC package. Has anyone used an IRC package with .NET that they can recommend? TwitchLib, Twitch C# library for accessing Twitch chat and whispers with events. Twitch API, both authenticated and unauthenticated calls. This looks potentially like what I want, I would imagine. Update aligns with Twitch API, client and pub sub. Project site. TwitchLib.client handles chat and whisper Twitch services. API, Helix endpoints, blah, blah, blah. Pub sub topics, whatever those are. Unity, to allow easy usage of TwitchLib in Unity projects. ASP.NET Core webhook receiver with TwitchLib. So it looks like this is the one that I want. It looks like it's generally quite up to date. So connection credentials, client.initialize. E.auto join channel. Right. Okay, let's just include this in here then. I'm going to create a new class library and put it into there. So .NET new class lib -o src / bot. .NET sln add src / bot. Right, and then we're going to stick this in here, and we're going to add manage NuGet packages Twitch lib.client 3.2.1. So we need some connection credentials. Twitch bot. We're not doing all that stuff in the constructor, because that's bad. You really shouldn't be doing stuff like this. Oh, hang on, I've got the reconnect the server thing. Let's hide that. There we go. That's better. So yes, I'm not doing all of this stuff in the constructor. That's not necessarily best practices. So this is all going to go into, I am going to copy and paste this code from GitHub. I'm going to have a public void connect import missing references in file, and then we'll introduce a field, and we'll rename it to what I like things to be called, and we will get rid of those because I don't like those naming things there, and we will create a method on log, and we'll create a method on join channel, and create a method on message received, and I think what we're going to do is we are going to do this as a Microsoft.extensions.hosting abstractions. Probably just the full Microsoft.extensions.hosting. And then this is going to be a background service. And then we can move this up here. And that can go into there. This may be better just going straight into the straight into the main code actually. We're going to create a new directory in here and we're going to call it bot. And then we're going to copy this and we're just going to paste it in here. Don't ask again. No, I don't. And we're going to grab that reference and paste it into here, like so. And then we'll just get rid of that, because that was overkill. Right. And then we want this to keep executing, basically. So we are going to say, order var completion source equals new task completion source, like so. And then we're going to say stopping token dot register completion source dot set result. And then we're going to return completion source dot task. So that will mean that this thing now carries on running, but it shuts down nicely when the thing shuts down. I don't think we need to do, let's take a look at Twitch client here. Which implements iTwitch client. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Evening, Dylan. We're making a Twitch overlay thing, and it is super cool. Look, I'll run it, because this should still run at the moment. Okay, so I've got a dashboard here, and then if I turn the overlay back on in OBS, I've got a button on my Stream Deck that goes Perry, and it's going to do more. And yeah, I'm just integrating it with the chat, which is going to be even more awesome. So let's remember to turn the overlay off, and then we'll go back to here. So this Twitch bot is going to say, so up in the top here, I can say read-only Twitch client, and then I'm going to create a constructor. And we're going to do this up here, which is fine. And we're going to get iConfiguration config injected, and we're also going to get control bus injected, and that is going into there. And then var username equals config.get value string, which is going to be Twitch : username, and access token is going to be Twitch : access token. And that's going to go up there, and we're going to make it read only. And then this is going to be like so. Right, bear with me a moment, Twitch. I have to go to Twitch, and this is not happening on your on the screen because I'm going to get an access token, security and privacy. Twitchception, yes, here you go. Here's Twitch on Twitch. Here's the manager page. This should do Twitchception. There you go, Twitchception. There's me into the distance. That's the creator dashboard if you've never seen that before. Right. Additional Twitch accounts can be created using this verified email address. Excellent. We don't. There's no way of knowing. Okay, so I can search for help down here. Twitch access token. Registering your app to obtain a client ID and a client secret. Getting a token. Getting tokens. Your app does not use a server, does not require a server that must make requests to the API. Your app uses a server can securely store a client secret and client credentials flow. So implicit code flow. What is OIDC and OAuth? For security purposes, examples in these sections use a send the user you want to authenticate to your registered redirect API. I know OIDC is OpenID Connect. I have not been to Brock's workshop, so I don't know the difference between OIDC and OAuth. And they seem to be the same thing. No, see that doesn't work. Client credentials flow. Dylan's giving a lecture on OpenID Connect in the chat while I try and work out how to get an access token for Twitch. App access tokens are only for server-to-server API requests. Send the user you want to authenticate to your registered redirect URI. An authorization page will ask the user to sign up or log into Twitch and allow the user to choose whether to authorize your application/identity system. For complete library documentation, Lots of contributors, lots of good stuff. Doxygen docs here. Twitchlib.client. Yes, lovely API documentation. If you're ever going to offer third parties a login with Twitch type thing so they can use your app on their Twitch account, you need all this stuff you're looking at now. Yes, other people will be running my app. Well, theoretically, other people will be running my app, and it needs to have some way to log in. So guide, registering your app. Register your application on the Twitch. Okay, no. So what was that? Let's copy this. And then we'll go to here. OAuth redirect URLs will receive the result of all. Okay, so I've got my register your application thing here. So we're going to call this Overblaze because that's what we're calling it at the moment. And it is it's basically a chatbot at this point. I'm not a robot. https://localhost 5001 and create. Okay. Manage. And then there's a client ID and a client secret there. So I'm going to put these into environment variables. So we're going to have Twitch __ client secret, which is going to be this. And then we're going to have a new secret. Yep. And then that's going to go into Twitch __ client secret. It's going to be set to that. And okay. Right. So user access tokens. Authenticate users and allow your app to make requests on their behalf. If your application uses Twitch login or makes requests in the context of an authenticated user, you need to generate a user access token. Right, so then we've got your app does not use a server such as a client-side JavaScript app or mobile app. This approach does not require a server that must make requests to the API. So that's this, implicit code flow. Classes, class members, class list. Is there anything in here for doing the login? Third-party authorization flow. Created flow. What is Helix? Don't know what Helix is. Services. API service. No, okay, we don't want this. Class list. Services, throttlers, clients, WebSocket client. This looks enormously complicated. .NET IRC. Samples. Oh, Twitch chat. Program. Use twitchapps.com/TMI to generate an OAuth token. Twitch now requires that you log into IRC using an OAuth token. Use this tool to generate an. So I'm just going to go down to bring this down here. Use this tool to generate an OAuth token to authenticate with Twitch IRC. This uses the implicit grant flow. So let's authorize that. Use the following password to log into chat. Right, let's just do this for the time being. So dropping back down to here and going to environment variables again, and we're going to say new Twitch __ username is Mark Rendell. And new Twitch __ access token is this thing that I have got here. I just shared what token on screen? When did I share the token on screen? Damn it. Oh yes, I did, didn't I? Right. That's now deactivated. And we're using that one, and I'm just going to shut Rider down quickly. Yeah, I have breached my own Twitch account. And now this should have the things there. And then we can do _credentials. And then we can just... we can take those out for the time being. Twitching's so complicated, there's so many things you have to worry about all at the same time. It does my nut in. Eagle, I will explain what I am building. So this is an application. This is a Blazor application. It's a Blazor server application. And what it does is it runs on your local machine, and it's got a dashboard here, and then it has another page that you can go to which is set as an overlay in OBS. And so when I click Perry, Perry appears on the screen, and when I click it again, he goes away again, which is one way you can trigger it. But I've also got a Perry button on my Stream Deck, and so I can press that, and that communicates with the application using a GET request, which also therefore shows Perry. And then what I'm adding to it at precisely this moment is the ability for you guys, so if e.chatmessage.message dot equals bang Perry, ordinal ignore case, and then let's just go and grab this from here. Great again. Let's get rid of that. Oh, that's not nice. Underscore client dot. Those are not good event handlers. Those need to be something else. Right, so this is there. So in startup, we're going to go to services, and we're going to say services.add hosted service TwitchBot. If you are the testing sort of person, you can use my libbunit to test your components with. Yeah, I made a Discord. Join my Discord. Hanson bunit. Oh, this looks brilliant. I'm going to have a proper look at this off stream, and then maybe I'll do a stream on adding tests for my components with this. This looks really good. So it integrates with XUnit. So sorry, I'll drag this down so people can see it. This is Eagle's Blazor unit testing. So you can say new test context, render component counter, find button, click it. And that is super cool. So I could inject mocked versions of stuff into the thing. Yep, I'm going to have a proper play with that off stream, and then look at adding it in and unit testing some of these components. Right, so let's set a breakpoint there, and the channel is going to be Mark Rendell, which is just me for the time being, and then let's just do this. F10, F10, F10. That seemed to work. So if somebody wouldn't mind typing bang Perry into the chat, we can see if it actually gets received in here. Do you ever have one of those days when things just work? This is completely brilliant. Why did that not work? The method or operation is not implemented. Why did I do that to myself? Off. Take out the thing there. Nothing like the victory. I know, right? My victory dance. That was like a very 90s victory dance. It was like the Friends victory dance. We need, there's probably like a Fortnite emote that I should be doing, like, I'm totally flossing. Which, what was that, 2017, 2018? Flossing's over now, isn't it? Right, gonna try this one more time. Nope, that's fine, you can go away. So the dashboard is there. Let's refresh the overlay and do that. Right. And do bang Perry again. There you go. And it'll just stay until somebody does it again. Yes. That, we've been going for less than an hour, and I have integrated my overlay thing, and I can turn it off from my Stream Deck as well. I can kind of go, yeah, well done, thanks very much, and I can turn. So I have created in 1.5 Twitch streams, I've created a Blazor application, and you guys have watched me do this from scratch. That overlays on my Twitch channel and lets me display random, well, lets me display Perry the Platypus at the moment. It is a very, very specific, go away Perry, very, very specific bot at the moment. But yeah, so we got it working in the last stream with the dashboard part of it. So there's this, which turns Perry on and off. And then today we added in a standalone endpoint for it. And I need to update that Stream Elements message. I added a standalone endpoint for it that I could then integrate with my Stream Deck. So I can add a button on my Stream Deck that lets me turn Perry on and off. And I can do that with a bunch more images and create a sort of images folder on my Stream Deck. And kind of go that one or that one or that one. And then the next thing is to bring in yes, then we brought in the Twitch client, connected it to the chat, and the Twitch, so now you guys can turn Perry on and off in the chat. And we're an hour into the second stream of building this. This has all gone remarkably well. I think this speaks very nicely to the I mean, it says good things about Blazor, because Blazor is the thing that's underpinning all of this. It says good things about .NET, that I was able to find a Twitch library that could connect to Twitch and connect to the chat and just raise an event when it receives a message. Was that you trying to turn him off? There you go, he's gone again. And yeah, that is so cool. Right. All right, so what are we going to do next? What we are going to do next that makes it disappear. I'm not hooking it into Giphy. There's already a Giphy bot that you can attach to your channel, and I have not turned it on because reasons. But I like this one. Yes, that's the thing. I charge points and stuff. Well, no, the thing is, so there'll be some that are free, and then there'll be some that only subscribers can do. Because I guarantee you, if I go into this thing here, let's look at what these event args from Twitch give me. Chat message dot. So bits is going to be how many bits was spent. But yeah, so there you go. There is subscriber. So I can say, I can have like a particularly good image and then go, oh, if not is subscriber, then send a chat message to turn it off again. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Right. Now, on the dashboard, dashboard, pages, let's close all tabs, dashboard.razor, and then we had this image upload thing here. So this is a modal. Somebody in the last stream said take a look at blazored.modal, and so I did. Modal, so that's injected there. Imports is here. So on valid submit, image upload submit. And that's doing that. And then, so, Blazored modal. So this Blazored project, they've got such a ton of good stuff. So modal, type ahead, menu, video, fluent validation, which we'll also be looking at, toast, local storage, session storage, text editor. So they've got lots of cool stuff that lets you connect with the browser using JavaScript, sort of bridges to JavaScript. I'm not sure how I feel about the fact that localization was obviously written by an English person, or a British person anyway. So form extensions has got some, what's form extensions got in it? So label text, server-side Blazor. Oh no, not worrying about that. But yes, I'm using the modal. So did a builder service add Blazored modal, displaying the modal, and then inside, when you open a modal, you can capture a reference to it and await the result of that modal, which I don't want to do. Returning objects back to the calling code. So I can have a cascading parameter modal instance. So that can go into here. So this gives me my modal instance. And then up here, we can say modal instance dot close async. Okay. So we have got our upload image model there. And our image store so this is basically just so we can await modal instance dot close async modal result dot OK, and we're just going to pass back upload image model dot name. So if it's a PNG, and then info.json so you've got add async like that. Let me just dive into my, so C colon users mark at data local overblaze images Perry, and that's image.png and info.json. So let's go into image store. And we will say public IEnumerable of string get images. And so this, I'm going to say for each in base directory dot enumerate directories underscore base directory, and actually we can just do that for the time being. That'll do fine. And then in dashboard.razor in here we can say string images and then we can say override on initialized async. And we can inject image store into here. And then we can say var so we'll initialize that to array.empty string. And then we're going to say underscore image names equals image store dot get image names dot to array return task dot completed task, and then up here we can say for each var image name in underscore image names button image name. And then here we are going to say async task image click string image name. Like so. Now, how do you pass parameters? Blazor on click with parameter. I love Google. How to pass arguments to your on click functions in Blazor. Thank you, Telerik. Yeah, whatever. GDPR, that totally worked. On click. The answer is to use a lambda, which will then delegate to our event handler. Okay, that's nice and easy then. I always Google, and Microsoft yeah, so here we go. Event arguments. Okay, so you can get the mouse event args, lambda expressions. Right, so in here I can basically, in my on click, I can put in a lambda image click image name, like so. Let's just see what this actually throws up. Dashboard. Okay, so that is not what I want. I just want the last bit there. So let's go to get image names, and then this is going to become path.get get file name. The trick is that events are implemented using event callback, and that works with both async and sync event handlers and with and without event args. I'm going to have to dig into the source code for this. Get file name directory, so that will just get the Perry off. And then models, so in here I'm going to add a class image model, and this is going to have a name, and it's going to have a string file path, and it's going to have a string style, like that. So we're going to use a record. This is the first time I've ever actually used a record in C#. So our image store service it's going to have a public async task image model get image string name. And so then we're going to say var directory equals path.combine base directory and name. If not, okay, we're going to make this nullable. Directory exists, directory return null. So upload image model. Fine, let's just use it. So then we're going to say var info file equals path.combine directory comma info.json. And then we can say if not file.exists info file return null. And then we can say var image file equals directory.enumerate files image.star.first or default, and if image file equals null, return null. So that's getting all the data out of the directory where they're being kept. So now in that info.json, if I go into my app data, I don't want roaming, I want local, Overblaze, images, Perry, and let's open this with code. So that looks like this. And I'm going to change that. So let's go into TwitchBot. So we're going to set height to 30 and width is null, left is 40 and top is 35. So I'm just saving, I'm hacking this basically. So back to image store. So we can say await using file dot open read info file var info equals JSON serializer dot deserialize async upload image model info. Split initialization. And then we can wrap this in a try catch. Return null. And then down here, we can create our style string for our code. and our style string needs to look something like this. So we're going to say var builder equals new string builder position colon absolute, and then we can say if model dot height dot has value don't know why model would be null, but this apparently, yep, that returns a nullable. So we'll just deal with that. So if model.height.has value builder.append $, and we're going to put height colon model.height.value VH, because it's always going to be VH. I don't want to append line. This is going into an inline style thing in the element because it's super hacky, and so and then we're going to go height width top and then we're going to go to height and then this is going to become width is in VW and left is in VW. Okay. So get image name, that's returning all of that. And then we can return new image model name, image file, and builder.toString. So that is going to return all of that good stuff. Get rid of the unused imports. And then in here, we'll do it in the chat bot to start off with, because then you guys can help me with the testing, and that's kind of fun. So we can say if message.starts with bang, var image equals await image store dot, I need to inject the image store, image store, put that into a read-only field. Dot get image e.chatMessage.substring1, like so. If image is not null, Right, so image endpoint. That should work there. So path equals image dot like so. Because I'm just going to that is a very good point. Yeah, so that works. That does get the image. So we're going to say that only characters private bool try get command string text comma out string command not null when true. So we'll process the text here. So we'll say if text.length if string.is null or empty text, not sure why it would be, but we can just return false, command equals null. If, and this actually doesn't need to be this, it can be a read-only span of char. Text is not length greater than 0. Return false. What I want to do is make sure that this is a single command. And then here I can say for span var span equals text, span equals span dot slice 1, no, span dot length is greater than 0, span equals span dot slice 1. If, and we're going to have a private static read-only hash set of char new memory chart and then we're going to have, oh god, char.is letter or digit span 0. Why am I doing that? We'll allow underscores if C is underscore or dash. Continue. Otherwise, we're going to return false. Regexes are just slow for this sort of thing. And then here we can say return command equals new string text.slice1 return true. Okay, so if text 0 does not equal bang, return false, text equals text.slice1. But yes, regex is kind of slow, although they did stuff in .NET 5. regex.isMatch. Yeah, see, it wants to take a string, and I don't want to create a string unless I absolutely have to. So then here we can say if try get command e.chatMessage.message, out var command. Yeah, no, you're spam. Blocked. Use asspan on string and just pass around ranges of it. I'm not that bothered about performance. I'm just sort of in the habit of using these things here. I'm going to comment this code out. But yes, this is just a nice, quick way of banging through things. And then this can become like that. Okay, so let's run this. and bang Perry in here. And turn on the overlay, refresh that. Hang on. No. Turn it off again. So, Command, why is that doing that? Oh, because I'm slicing it twice. Okay. So, go away, refresh, overlay on, and bang Perry, get image. What just happened? The file name, directory, or volume. Okay. What the hell happened there? This is just weird. Hello. And bang Perry. F11. Name, image file. That's why, because I just put a pattern in there. That's better. Warning, server not responding. Okay, once more with feeling. So toggle image, path is /Perry, and we continue with that. And overblaze, refresh, do this, send that again. Okay. So that's there, but it's not right. Let's go to localhost 5000 overlay. Console should be working. Just going to disable this on here for now. Pages, overlay. Are you case sensitive? No, you're not. You're working now. Right, okay. And then if we do bang Perry in here, and then we can open up our developer tools and see what's actually gone wrong with this. So dock to the right, grab this, hello. So image src/Perry. Oh, so that should be images/images/Perry. That's all that is. That's fine. We can fix that. /images/image.path. Okay. Run, remove all line breakpoints, and then now properly dynamically nothing happens. Refresh, send Perry again, and it's still doing the same thing. Refresh, no, not you. Reload the page to restore functionality. Send Perry. Take that leading slash off there. Once more with feeling. Refresh, show, minimize this. Bang Perry. There he is. Bang Perry. He's gone again. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And what we can probably do, just one last thing, just to speed things up a little bit. Turn the grey off, and if I go into Image Store, and we can have a private read-only concurrent dictionary string comma. Image model question mark underscore cache equals new string comparer ordinal ignore case, and then when we have get image, we can say if underscore cache dot try get value name comma out var model return model. Whoops. Yeah. Okay. So then we are going to move all of this code here to create image model async. True, null, and then down here we can just return this. And then this can become a value task. Cannot convert expression. Oh, that's right, we need to take the async off there. And then we can say new value task, image model like that. To expression body, and then we can shrink that down there. And we can sync that down there, and we can sync that down there, and then that will cache the image models in memory so that subsequent checks will be a lot faster and won't need to keep going out to the file system for stuff. And so if we go into here, hang on, refresh, show that, Perry, Perry. Awesome. Fun, fun, fun. And turn that off from there. Okay, cool. Happy, happy days. Right. So on Thursday, then, I'm going to get the image upload, get that working properly with some validation. So there'll be some Blazored Fluent validation and that sort of thing. So viewers can cause an out-of-memory exception. Yes, potentially. That would be quite complicated. But yes, I mean, you know, this is the sort of thing, running a chatbot on your machine, if you've got the kind of viewers who are likely to do nasty things like fire out of memory exceptions, then they could crash your machine anyway, just from running this and scaling chatbots and stuff. But yes, that is a very good point. Users can cause an out-of-memory exception, and so it may be an idea to do. Right, let's change this back, because actually a directory.exist is a very quick thing, isn't it? So we can say if cache.tryGetValue return new value task image model. Otherwise, weak reference, but actually the quickest thing to do, because checking a directory exists, return new value task image model null. Cast first argument to image model. Add braces. And then down here, we can say string directory so we use the directory check as a kind of, does this exist as a model? And if it does, then it will go down into here, and if it doesn't, then it will shortcut and go out. Right, that's good. So let's do git status, git rm src/bot all. Git commit -m stream to Stream Deck and chat integration dynamic images. So that's pushed up to GitHub so people can grab the source, muck about with it and do what they like with it, and send me pull requests ahead of Thursday, and we can review what those pull requests were and maybe merge those in. I will update my Stream Elements messages immediately after finishing the stream. But that is it for this evening. On Thursday, we are going to sort out that image upload form, put validation on it, and deal with that stuff. And then after that, I'm not wild about what we just did with the authentication stuff. So I think I'm going to look at doing the OIDC flow and actually getting the login with Twitch working, because I think that's probably a good idea, so that if I'm distributing this, when you start it up for the first time, it kind of goes, hey, connect with Twitch, and does it through the browser and redirects you to https twitch.tv so that you can actually authorize it. And then it'll generate a proper access token so that other people can potentially use this. But yeah, apart from that, I think that's a pretty good evening. Chat integration, Stream Deck integration, all that stuff. The other thing that I need to do some investigating with OBS is whether it will play audio from browser overlays. So I'm going to look into that, and if it will, then we can put audio clips in as well. And maybe video clips and stuff, I don't know. It's not running. It's not running. Let me run it one last time just to finish up the stream. So there it is there, and I need to refresh the overlay and turn it on. There you go. Just one last Perry. Anyone who wants to, and yeah, and can probably put some throttling in here and all this sort of stuff. Nobody going to Perry for me? There we go, there's Perry. But yeah, and he's gone again. That's so cool, I love it. But yeah, the upload bit, I want to put some stuff in there that will actually wrench the image out, because one of the things Blazor can do is you can access the file stream in the page, and then you can just dump the image into the page, and then when I have a look at resizing it and that sort of stuff, which could be interesting. But we'll have a go at that, and we'll see how it goes. Bind some sliders or whatever, I don't know. We'll look and we'll figure something out. Anyway, that's it for tonight. That was a long one, but we got a lot done. Twitch blocks same message less than 30 seconds ago. Oh, does it? Interesting. But how do people spam emotes and stuff then? Unless so community followers list. Yeah, see, if I wanted to, I could make it just go up to the thing. But settings, moderation, auto mod controls, a little moderation. No, that's doing that. Blocked terms, things, non-mod chat delay. I will see if that I'll see if there's a way of changing that so that people can do commands multiply, because it should be possible. I think I can do it because I'm a moderator, so it must be possible. Nightbot. I will take a look at Nightbot then, and we will see what we can do with that, because there's a temptation now to start building all this crap into this Overblaze, but I'm not going to. But this actually could become a complete Twitch control panel. I could make this so cool and do all sorts of stuff, but we're going to stick with this, see if we can get it to play audio, see if we can get it to run sort of animated GIFs and things, and that'll do for the time being, and we will see what we see. So I will be back at 7 o'clock UK time, 6 p.m. 6 p.m. UTC on Thursday, mucking about with the form for the uploads, potentially looking at audio, potentially looking at the stream stuff. Why is that not working all of a sudden? There we go, works for me. Anyway, yes, so fun. We'll have fun on Thursday, looking at Blazor and forms and doing interesting things with images and seeing if we can get audio working on this as well. So join me at 7 o'clock UK, 6 p.m. GMT, and I will catch up with you guys then. In the meantime, have fun, take care of yourselves, look after yourself, and I will see you on Thursday. Cheers.